So every year, at the end of the year, Wreckfest changes all their tracks to snowy tracks in their tournament game mode. And I actually used to make all kinds of videos about this. And I wanted to play a little bit of it, and I was curious if people wanted to see just a couple videos about it. And to my surprise, they said yes. So we're just going to do a couple races today and see how things go. But I do want to talk about how much different driving in the snow actually is. And first and foremost, you notice I'm actually keeping this in a very low RPM compared to what I would normally be doing. And that's because the cars are actually very controllable at a low RPM in this. You can't really use the high-end speed because you see how much that throws you to the outside of the turn. So what you want to do is you're going to go into a turn kind of deliberately, and then you could just kind of feather the gas and you go right around the inside of it like that. And that's actually faster than trying to burn all the way around Tokyo Drift style. But that completely changes how you play the game. And I think that's fascinating. So, and what's crazy to me about that is that the AI do it too. And I don't know if the AI are deliberately coded to be able to run the snow tracks well, or if they're just naturally good at it. But I think it's very impressive that they're as good at it as they are. Because in most other racing games, especially older ones, the AI are never really able to handle strange conditions of track surfaces. They're programmed to run on like one main surface, and when they get off of that, they get all confused. The one exception to that being MotorStorm, because the AI in that game are just cracked 24/7. But this game, the AI actually drive differently. They take into consideration the slippery nature of the track. And I think that's awesome. I really wish more racing games would do this kind of thing. Like just throw in snowy events or different kinds of weather conditions on the tracks and stuff like that. I think it'd be a really fascinating concept. But I've yet to find very many of them that can actually do that. So most racing games are built on perfect conditions, and some of them are deliberately like that, and that's fine. Like I'm talking about stuff like Redout 2 here, where the track is designed to be borderline perfect conditions all the time, and you could just go flat out all the time, which is great and a ton of fun. But sometimes it's nice to have a little bit more technicality to how you're driving your car, which is really what Wreckfest thrives at. So I don't know. I'm sure there's people out there who hate the snowy tracks because they don't have near the control they used to. But I like the challenge of it. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the snowy events down in the comments section. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on it. And I think it's a positive thing. I kind of wish it was something you could toggle on and off all year long, but I understand why they do it just for winter. It's like a seasonal event, that kind of thing. And it's neat that it still happens even though the game's getting pretty old now. So I do appreciate that they still have the servers up and whatnot for this. So yeah. Oh, I just screwed up right there, big time. But that shows you how easy you can mess up. But it looks like it's going to be okay, because Thrasher over there also screwed up. So I think we're going to be just fine. And I actually locked it out right there for a second, which is an interesting strategy. You can lock it out and then just barely touch the steering like that, and it'll really get you going around the turn. So you don't really lose any speed, but you still get the angle. And I think that's a neat strategy. So next up, we are driving a motorhome in the snow. That's a recipe for disaster, especially being that I'm racing against actual cars. So this is going to be difficult. I wonder how this first turn's going to go. Not too bad, actually. I'm actually just plowing right through these guys. Let me just spin this guy out and scoot around the outside of him, and we should be good. Honestly, this might not be bad, because the motorhome has such bad torque anyway that it can't really burn the tires in the snow. It's just the brakes are a little concerning because they aren't really very good. So we'll have to see how this goes. And thank goodness this is only 2 laps. This would be such a long race if it was 3 laps long. Okay. Oh. So, when 4th place, I'm going to get 3rd, like, for free right here. I'm pretty sure, as long as I don't hit that wall too hard. Okay, that'll work. I can catch these guys. I'm just trying to hit this guy intentionally right here and use him as a wall. There we go. That'll work. Now we go. For the record, if you're new here and you've never seen Wreckfest somehow on my channel, then I do race with manual shifting. So that's why you'll see me do some weird shifts once in a while to try to get things to work. So what happened to this guy? And I'm just cooking these guys. This is going way smoother than what I originally thought it was going to be. We'll see how it goes in the second lap here, if I can stay out front or not. But like, no joke, this thing is a beast in the snow. Like, it's the easiest thing to drive in the snow that I've been in a while. I never realized that, but like, look at this. You can like hold the angle exactly how you want to. That's fascinating. Yeah. I'm thoroughly impressed by the camper van here. Like, it's not doing bad. And the main reason I think it's so good in the snow is because nobody else can go very fast either. And this thing just naturally works well with the snow due to its slow ramping acceleration. So you don't have to worry about burning out and spinning or anything like that. You can just make it work. That's awesome. Going into the wall here. Let me get around the outside of this. Ooh, we're going straight at... Oh, look at that. I thought for sure I was going to hit that wall, and I just barely missed it. I don't think I actually grazed it at all. And this is as fast as you can go, though. This is it right here. We are top out. Now, I knew we were going to hit that wall because we got bumped. That bump means a lot, especially on the snow tracks. Like, if I just get out here and that guy bumps me, I'm not drifting for a century. But the good news is I think we got this wrapped up nice and easy. And as long as I can block this guy before we can get to the line, we should be good. Yep. Cool. So this is going to be interesting because it's a Class A vehicle. It's called the Speedbird. This thing weighs a lot and it's got way too much torque to be on the snow. So we'll see how this goes. But with how it took off right there, I think we're actually going to be okay. It's going to be interesting for sure. So, weirdest line of all time. Normally you want the inside there, but somehow I'm making it work out here. It did not get body slammed into the wall by anybody. We're starting the turn like now so that I can actually make it. Slide for like a mile to make the turn. Okay. Okay, that was pretty clean. Yeah, not bad, especially for what I was dealing with there. Okay, now we just gotta catch this guy up here. And they don't appear to be doing all that well in the snow. They seem to be struggling a little bit. But that is a deceivingly hard turn right there. It's a lot sharper than what you might think it'd be. But what's fascinating about driving in the snow is that if you lock the handbrake up and then hold the opposite direction of the turn, you can pretty much just go straight. And that doesn't normally happen like that. Like, I'll show you. If I hold the handbrake and I do this, you could basically go straight. And then if I just waited just a little bit longer, I would have made that turn like flawlessly. So it makes it so you can actually have some control. Like right here, I'll lock it up and then go straight around the turn. Yeah. What's really interesting is how little you need to hit the left right here, for example. If I just touch that, you immediately make it all the way around the turn by just a slight touch. And this is a little sloppy, but we're going to make this happen. We're not going to get smacked by those guys, so we're good there. Whew, that was about bad, but we're okay. Another one of these weirdest lines of all times right here. Like right there. No shot would that have ever worked unless I was on the snow. That's awesome. It really is just Drift City. All right. Oh. Okay. Now, if you think this is easy, like just by looking at this. I want you to just to go try this. Just pick up one of the snowy events while you can here in Wreckfest and try to do what I just did right there and see what you're getting into. Things can be rather difficult, especially if you've never driven on the snow or you're new to the game. If you are both, then more power to you, because it's going to be difficult. But it's the best way I can describe what this feels like is driving a boat on ice in Minecraft. Like, if you've ever done that, that's exactly what this feels like. It's actually kind of it's fascinating. Whew, that guy got lucky. I think we're going to pull first here, which is totally not required. I've already got the gold medal, but I want to get first anyway, just for, you know, style points. And Hurricane Holly here is not going to make it easy for me, though. They're going to try to dunk me into the wall, so I'm just going to make sure that that can't happen. Right? What in the world is this person doing? I think they lost a wheel. And I think we're going to be just fine. Yeah. We got him. Well, I think I'm going to call that there for this video. I've had a lot of fun with this. It's good to go back and play Wreckfest once in a while, you know? So thank you all so much for watching. My name is Turtle Dude. Peace out.